Uh, what's up, y'all? Sorry, my technology. I'm trying to share the show, but anyway, let me get my monologue in, and then I'll shut the show afterwards. Uh, what's going on this week, everybody? Episode 316. That's what I'm sitting up here sharing. Episode 315. It's 316. My mistake. Well, what we into today? The NFL Combine is starting up this week. We're gonna talk about that. Caleb Williams declaration. Cam Newton fighting Richard Sherman, Eric Bieniemy, Money Williams, Nico. Fraser Ford. That and much more. Two-man booth, maybe a three-man booth, maybe a four. We don't know. But right now it's Red and Coach. Episode 316. Let's go, baby.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. This is the Red and Rail Sports Show. We are live and coming to you live. Myself and Red from the
ATL
ATL
Dog.
Show. Give me real sports talk because we are real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have what, Red? Real
Real sports knowledge.
sports knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are here. And we want to welcome minus our co-hosts, but they're one may show, both may show, but the show must go on. We are here, and we are live, and we are ready to go with another great day of sports talk. How's it going today, Red? How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. Just one of
All
those
right.
sports week. I got having a little football draw, but you know how it
Well,
is.
I think everybody's trying to focus and keep the football going because everybody probably shaking. Like, please, send us some football, please. Football, please. We can't get any right now, but hey, we always got the combine. I guess that's something to work worthwhile. But anyway, let me give you my number as I usually do, number 316. And 316 is another one that's gonna be pretty easy. I don't have to think long about it. This man is three-time Super Bowl MVP. And
Oh, okay,
consider if he's
okay.
not in the top three of quarterbacks, then something is very, very wrong with your thinking apparatus. Of course, y'all know what I'm talking about. Number 16, Joe Cool. Joe Montana of the San Francisco 49ers. Joe Cool, the man who started a whole lot back in the days when he was playing. He was the man. Tom Brady and him, they go back and forth on who is the greatest. I mean, it's up to you and is our number 316. He was the three-time MVP, and he also was drafted, which I can't believe, in the third round. Wow, I don't know. Everybody's missing something, but hey, I guess
Yeah,
you over,
third round. Yeah, Falcons have bad luck with that round.
you overlook things, I guess, and it's like, oh well, moving on. But Joe Cool. All right, gonna ask you politely, please, everybody out there that's tuned in. I don't know how many we got so far, but please share the broadcast when you get in so that others may be able to see
Smash that
the Red and
like
Rail
button.
Sports Show. Yeah, hit your like button and everything. We want to welcome the Reverend Night Nation. Let's see who we got on the nation today. Jerry is checking in. Good morning, Jerry. How's it going? He's the only one checking in right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the president is here. Morning, guys. Without catching an armored platypus in Antarctica. He is way in Antarctica, Lord. He's still tuning into the show. The VP in the building. You about to get back on the road, heading home, ready to slam down the gavel to begin another 5 session of TRRSS. So he said, Revenite Nation, rise up, rise up. Everybody, we're going to rise up and get to the show. And as our custom, we're gonna go to our dope, nope, and cope. Those moments during the week which made you think they're good, the bad, and the ugly, I guess. So, Red, going to you first. What's your dope moment for the week?
Coach, you might want to go ahead of me in case I might take yours. I'm gonna make sure I don't
No,
take yours.
you ain't gonna take it. I got several lined up today.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
thinking.
Okay, cool. You got backup. Okay, I'll go ahead with mine. My dope moment goes to one. I can't believe I'm saying this, and I probably no. You know what? I ain't gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with my own team. I'm gonna go with my own team. My dope moment. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to LaQueen before for his fourth quarter in the Clippers game. Wednesday night. I mean, dude, he pretty much saved our bacon in that game because we was on our way to another loss. But I mean, 5 3 pointers, I think 19 or 20 points in the fourth quarter alone. The Queen turned back the time. He turned back the hands of time last week. Went back to his youth days, and my Lakers needed it, and he gave it to us. So dope moment for the Queen's fourth quarter on Wednesday night versus the Clippers. Glad we won versus the Wizards because I probably wouldn't have gave it to him.
Not Le Queen. All right, my dope
LeBron. I give it to you. I'm talking about LeBron, y'all.
moment. Yeah, my dope moment goes to one. I give him a long name, Maxwell Struess, who
Oh, yeah, that's right.
hit that shot again for Cleveland, the longest shot, not the longest one, but one of the most important ones. Cleveland was on a roll and didn't need that loss. He hit a 59-footer to win the game. They say it's the shot of the year, so it's looking like it so far. Looking like the candidate Max Struess for Cleveland hit that shot, which won the game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Uh, I give my note moment. My note moment goes to the San Francisco 49ers. And it does a personal note because so you get rid of Steve Wilkes, who was a great defensive coordinator for you. Now you have actually signed Brandon Staley to your team as a assistant head coach. You got to be kidding. San Francisco, I'm losing respect for y'all after this. That's kind of a jack move. You're gonna have Brandon Staley, who did not have success at San Diego, but obviously you think you're gonna be able to use him. So Kyle Shanahan, whatever you get, sir. I'm no longer a 49ers fan. I was a fan back when my boy Jerry Rice was playing, but I have completely absolved being a San Francisco 49ers fan. Sorry, VP, but that's how I feel. That's my note moment. Red.
Wait a minute. So Brandon Staley is the new defense coordinator.
Assistant head coach.
So who's the
They
DC?
they promoted somebody in house. Let me see. Let's see. Nick Sorensen has been promoted. He was a defensive pass game specialist and nickelback coach to defensive coordinator, and Brandon Staley, the assistant head coach. Stay tuned, San Francisco.
You could have did that. You could have did that before you bought Steve Wilkes in, Kyle, and maybe you wouldn't have took the blowback you have by getting rid of Steve Wilkes. You could have just hired from in house once D'Amico Ryans left. But yeah,
Yeah,
this is a silly, dumb move right here. You bringing in Brandon Staley to be your assistant head coach. He couldn't even be a full-time head coach in San Diego. How is it? What is he gonna assist you with? Assist you with losing the game, bad time management, stupid play calls in the fourth quarter, dumb decisions in overtime. I'm trying to figure
yeah,
out what is he gonna assist with. But anyway,
yeah,
I wish this was a topic instead of a dope note quote, so I can really get into this. But I'm sure we'll find time to talk about this a little later.
yep. What's your note moment?
Okay, I'm noping on one Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh,
Yeah, good old Tyrese. You want to know what his stat line was last night against the
oh.
New Orleans Pelicans? 0 points. That's
What?
right. 0 points. 0 for 7 from the field. 0 from 3 from 3 point. Tyrese Halliburton, 0 points versus the Pelicans. Was it the Louisiana gumbo or was it the Bayou baked chicken? Something needs to explain why Tyrese had such a hard night in the Big Easy. But 0 points, you get nope, nope, nope. And they say this the guy that's gonna take over for Trae Young in the East. Man, I can't remember one game Trae Young scores 0 points now. I'm sorry, Tyrese. That is a big nope. Now I got my eye on you. You may not. You may be a little overrated, man.
Wow, 0 points. I can't believe you a shooter and a scorer that goes with zero. Wow, I mean you and I don't know that. That's got to be the reason why you lost. All right, moving on.
Yeah,
Give
I
me your
mean, you
coat
just gave
moment.
them anything. They probably would have won.
Yep, give me your coat moment. What you coping with?
Okay, I'm coping with oh boy. Well, not me, but Dame Lillard. You gonna have to cope with being in Milwaukee, man. You're in Milwaukee. Nobody care how lonely you are in Milwaukee, Dame. You're an NBA player with unlimited funds, living the lifestyle that everybody wanna live, and you sitting up here talking about how you lonely in Milwaukee. Well, dude, you better go to find you a bar in Milwaukee and find you a bartender to drown all your problems with every night, and make sure you give them a good tip so for listening to you too. But you have no excuses and no reason, even if you were that lonely. What you coming around telling folks for? You think other guys or other folks ain't lonely? And they say, dude, I don't want to hear from no multi-million-dollar NBA player talking about he lonely in some city. Dude, you better go do what everybody else do. Go find him a part-time girlfriend. What's that song by H-Town Coach? I need a part-time lover. Well, you better go find one, Lil, because nobody is thinking about and nobody ain't giving two thoughts to you being lonely in Milwaukee. So Lil, you're gonna have to cope with your loneliness. But everybody else is moving on, and that better not be an excuse why y'all don't win big in the playoffs. Because we expecting big things. Milwaukee don't won 4 or 5 in a row. So Doc Rivers is figuring it out. We don't want your loneliness to hold them back, Dame Lillard now. So come on, we need Dame time, and it's time for Dame to find him a girlfriend if that's the issue.
Yeah, they're 5-0 since the All Star break, so it seems like they're trying to turn the corner. So, well, Dame, maybe you need to go to eHarmony. I guess I don't know. One of those sites,
Okay,
Christian
man.
Mingle. I don't know where somebody go out with you. I'm sure
That's
Milwaukee
what
ain't
I'm
that.
saying. You act like you can't. You could just put the word out there and say, I'm looking for a woman. Any eligible woman, some secretary, some marketing manager, some woman who will holler at you and give you a chance. So dude, spare me. You got plenty of women in Milwaukee that will give you plenty of their time. So we don't want to hear Dame Lillard. Stop crying and find you a girlfriend. I
All
mean,
right.
what coach? You can go to Milwaukee. I'm saying, I bet if he just walk out to any club or any bar, he can go to any little small town. He can go to the white folk part of town and get him a date. I'm pretty plenty of white girls will go out with him in Milwaukee. I know the sisters will go out with him, so I don't know what Lil talking about. Just
Yeah,
just looking
Dame
for attention, Dame.
he on another level now, especially when you're getting ready, like you said, you and man ready to make a playoff run. You're gonna make the playoffs, so they need your attention, sir.
Yeah.
Speaking
Don't
of,
need no girlfriend, no way. Pay attention to the game. Go home, go sleep.
speaking
Play
of
them video
attention,
games like
that's my coat. Here my coat, man. Speaking of attention, my dog Russell Westbrook fractured his hand last night playing against the Wizards, and now you got your
I knew you were
best
gonna
bench
cope with that.
player, your spark coming up. They ain't able to come off the bench for a minute, and you got to promote Bones Highland. Bones, you give a little spark every now and then, but Westbrook was that dude that was holding them together. That'll come off the bench and hit some big shots, make some big plays. But they're gonna be without that for a few weeks because he fractured his hand on a completely innocent. Well, it wasn't innocent play. He was reaching, trying to make a defensive play, and elbow hit his hand or something. So hopefully he's not out for the rest of the season. I don't think it is, but he got to come back because uh, that injury bug is jumping KC again. Paul George just came back. Not KC, I mean LA. George just came back, and they got minor injuries all over the place. Hopefully they can rid them injuries, because if not, they'll be back at home, ready to go to their new arena, the Happy Arena, whatever they call it. I don't know, but it's big and expansive. So Colt Moment goes to the Clippers and Russell Westbrook. All right. The nation has got plenty to say. Let's look at the nation.
Oh, they
Dope
showed,
and open.
they showed up. Okay. Y'all showed up
Let's,
today. What was y'all last week?
let's see. The VP said, "Prayers. I'm still looking for my bear traps. I let you borrow when you're doing that buck naked ice fishing. Oh my goodness, not the buck naked ice fishing. The dope moment from the prayers. Raja Karoof. That's an interesting last name. We won't go into that. Become the third black driver to win a NASCAR series race as he won his race last night. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, way to go, Mr.
And
Karoof.
that name a little similar to the other guy who we won't mention.
Yeah, we hope he's not chasing anybody or nothing. All right, dope.
Ain't he out of
Old
jail? Is
man,
he out of jail?
I don't know. Not him.
I heard,
Old
heard he
man
supposed to be in there.
LBJ, like Red said, is still bringing it age 39. Hashtag the Clippers. Yeah, he played. He been balling the last two games. So, and I don't know if he's gonna keep it up, but right now he on fire, showing that
Like
youth.
he need his rest now, but he can't depend on his every game though. We need
Yeah.
him healthy when the playoffs start.
Note moment from the prayers on Cam Newton. He's a walking clown show. We're going to get into that later on, Mr. President, because we got some discussion about that one. Old Cam Newton. The VP said, I'm with you, coach. The 49ers still my team, but I hate a ton of moves that we've been doing in the last few years. Yeah, y'all, they doing some suspect stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, the coach is Nick Sorensen, the one is the new defensive coordinator. Red, he said the Creole crab cakes that got Halliburton, not the Creole crab cakes. Oh my goodness. Jerry said I'm doping on Ronald Acuna's 12-year-old brother Kenny on a verbal agreement for a contract with Philadelphia. He can't sign until 2028. Oh, he got a brother that good?
Don't he got one playing with the Mets too?
I think so.
How many brothers he got?
Good question. Coping, dear LeBron haters, he's gonna make more history tonight. Deal with it. Now they got the Nuggets. I don't know how much history he's gonna make with the Nuggets, but we'll see. They've had the Lakers number, but right now, if he play like he's been playing last two games, well, the Nuggets might be in a lot of trouble. They're gonna be in serious trouble. And the last quote, the prayer said, if it wasn't for bad luck, there'll be no luck at all. Talking about Trey DeBarge Young, who's out with an injury as well. So he's going to try to come. I don't know when he's coming back, but hopefully he'll be back soon. So we'll see. All right. Thank you, Nation, for giving us your comments. Thank you for everything. All right, now let's move on. The NFL Combine has begun, and there are a lot of interesting side pieces going on with the Combine. A lot of things happening. Red, what is your couple of things you've seen from the Combine so far? I already know mine without a doubt, and it's crazy.
Well, mostly it seems like we got more players not working out than working out. But I guess it's just been regular. You know, this is my least favorite time of the year, the NFL Combine, because it seems like it's kind of slowed down unless some moves are being made. It's kind of the dead period of the season. But we definitely don't have some guys show out in the Combine, the meter races. Like I say, you had Dallas Turner, that's his name?
Yeah.
Turner. Okay. Mm-hmm. Dallas Turner show out with a 4.4, I think, as a linebacker. And then you saw old Nate Wiggins from Westlake show out last night with the defensive backs. Brock, I was looking forward to see if Brock Bowles was gonna run last night. He didn't. The cornerbacks got into it last night. Terry and the Alabama boys. Terry Arnold, I think, was running. Kool-Aid McKinstry didn't run because I think he got hurt. I think he had like
controversial one is hurt.
Kool-Aid is out. Yeah, and I saw the tight ends run. One of the tight ends, I can't remember, something happened with his run. I can't quite remember, but anyway, just mostly been just a lot of just a lot of drills from guys. I ain't seen too many guys stand out. We're gonna see the quarterbacks, receivers, and running backs today. So that'll probably give us a few more answers that we're looking for the skill players.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I said, the Falcons. If it was one player that stand out for me, I would probably look at the edge guys, Dallas Turner. That's a guy on my radar. Nate Wiggins, hometown guy from Westlake. AJ Terrell Part Two from Clemson. So I'm not too sold on AJ. So I'm not Wiggins. Ain't really knocking my socks off other than the speed. But hey, Falcons need a cornerback. So yeah, Wiggins drop, which I doubt he will to the second round. Then Falcons could take him, but he'll probably get picked up in the first round with the way he showed out at the combine day. I mean yesterday. So for right now, that's about all that's standing out to me because, like I say, we ain't got to the quarterbacks, receivers, or running back. But as far as defensive players, Dallas Turner is on my radar. No tight ends are on my radar. As far as defensive linemen, uh, no one that I'm looking at just yet because we need a quarterback. So from right now, I'll leave it at that for right now and let you get in here because right now I'm still in limbo because I have yet to see the quarterbacks, receivers, and running back show out. As a Falcon fan, skill players are what we do best. Defensive players and all of them ain't what we do best. So this is usually the day I look at. So other than that, like I say, Dallas Turner on my radar and Nate Wiggins, very impressive. But other than that, nothing so far stand out past those two guys. In case, unless it's something I'm forgetting.
Well, I'm looking at the boy Byron Murphy, the second from Texas, who is a defensive tackle running a
He is.
4.87 at the combine. 4.87 for a defensive tackle. I'm
That ain't
like,
that's
good.
bad.
I'm like, wow, you know, and even more important thing than that, I think the Texas boys, the two big defensive linemen, are showing out because also Tavondre Sweat, who was 335, 60 pounds, something like that. He ran a 5.2. I'm like, good Lord, you don't see got big guys running like that. And that should scare everybody. And I don't think both of them, well, one of them might, I don't know, one of them might last to the second round, but I know one of them going to get picked in that first round. I don't know who it's going to be, but those two are making a name for themselves with their running. Also, of course, the cornerbacks are running well. You got the usual ones, Quinion Mitchell. You got like you said, Wiggins, and a couple more are doing their thing. But it was somebody I'm trying to think. I'm going back to what you said about the people that not participating, and it's mostly quarterbacks. I don't know what the
No,
quarterbacks are thinking. They don't want to participate. Why not? But I guess they said, I think one of them said, let my body of work speak for me. You saw me on the field, but I'm like, that could have a good positive or negative thing. I don't know which one, but hey, the combine, I guess, is not for everybody. And Marvin Harrison is not doing anything. He just
yeah,
there.
I
He
saw that.
just
Not
there.
talking to people, not working out. Gee, I
Like,
wonder. I wonder where that audacity and just straight, all I'm trying to think, boldness come from. Sound
yeah,
like
I
he like
mean,
he acting like old pop.
yeah, you good. Everybody know you good. We got that. We got all that, but to not do anything, why are you there? That's what I want. What are you there for? If you're not gonna do anything but just walk around and I guess pose or whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but well,
I would at least talk to
hey,
somebody. I'm saying,
yeah. All right, we're gonna come, but probably get back to the combine because I know some more to come. Caleb Williams, who seemed to be the most polarizing figure at the combine. People either like him or dislike him. He's made some comments. His dad made some comments who I think he need to just whoosh, cut his dad off at the knees and said, Daddy, I got it. Don't worry about it. He spoke at the combine and he said some things about, you know, playing for the Bears and whoever drafted him is fine. But a lot of people are still put off by the fact that his daddy or him, who I don't know which one, has talked about owning a team and all that stuff. I don't know if that's dead issue now. What's your opinion about Caleb Wynn? What do you think? You think he's helping himself, hurting himself, or kind of in between?
Uh, I guess I'll go kind of in between. I don't think he hurt himself to the fact that his stock gonna drop tremendously. I mean, the kid gonna be one of the top picks in the draft. But now we talking about Marvin not talking about it. I mean, he's not releasing none of his medical information to folks. I'm not sure how that's gonna fly over with folks in the draft. But I mean, you still look at his tape. You still look at what he did and see the skill set. But I don't know, Coach, man. Like I say, he's saying some of the right things, but like I say, folks still the not releasing the medical information is putting question marks back on his situation now. Like I said, he came out and said some stuff that probably took away the mystery of how he felt about the Bears. You know, he said, Bears draft me, I'll be okay with them. Not certain how true that is. You know, you can say anything. Could have just got the
Yeah.
he could have just got the info. Say, hey man, you need to tone it down about saying where you ain't gonna play. So they could have just been him responding to that. But like I say, had he came out and just said that and let his and not held back the medical issues, then things probably would have died down from him. But now you creating more questions with the medical issues being secretive with that. So whatever questions we had about where you want to go play, well, we're just gonna put them over to the medical side now. But the thing is, there probably gonna be questions about this kid until him and his dad have a sit down and answer all these questions, or the draft can hurry up and get here. He can go to a team and they can figure out the issue. But like I say, it seems like I don't know if they're doing this purposely. It seems like they just want to create a way to keep the attention on them, but at the same time, not give too much away. So, man, I don't know if this is a brilliant strategy or a questionable strategy, but I guess we'll see in the weeks to come. But I don't think his stock is dropping like past top 5 now. If his stock dropped past top 5 now, that would be surprising. But we'll see what the Bears gonna do, because now if the Bears don't take him, now I don't think he'll get past Washington with Lincoln Riley there, being Lincoln Riley was his old coach. But hey, this is the NFL, coach. Stranger things have happened, so we'll see. But I personally, I don't think it's hurting him tremendously, but it's still presenting a lot of questions for himself.
Yeah. Sometimes, if you're gonna say things, you gotta know what you're saying and at the time you're saying it. You haven't been drafted yet, and some people have started to get on the Jaden Daniels bandwagon, saying Jaden Daniels is a more complete player and able to throw better and everything. So now you may not even go to the Bears because now people are souring, and you might be number 2. Either one, I guess, is fine with him, but still, you don't
Personally,
want
I
to
don't
stick.
think.
Go ahead.
And personally, I don't think the Bears looking at Jaden Daniels. So if they don't draft Caleb, I think they'll probably draft Marvin Harrison. Personally,
Yeah, and that'll be an interesting call for them, because now you got DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, and you're keeping Fields if you're doing that. So Fields, you're giving him weapons, and then you still got the number 9 pick. So that's another, you could add somebody. I don't know if they want to add. They've even been linked to Brock Bowers if he's available at number 9. And I'm like, I thought they had a tight end, but like you said, this is a strange. This could be a strange draft coming up in
right?
April. It could be some surprises where somebody you thought is going to be picked at a certain time, and now they're saying that the Commanders are getting people to calling them about that number 2 pick. And the
I'm saying,
Commanders,
are they trying to trade it? I thought they were stuck. I said, so is that Tumma 2 pick up for sale?
yeah, they saying some people have inquired. I don't know if it's serious inquiries or not, but you never know. Think like you
See,
said,
that's what the
anything can
Falcons. That's
change.
why the Falcons can't make no decisions because first, I mean, the Patriots and the Redskins dangling that pick. They know we want to come up, but they
Yeah,
need to let us know. Are you actually looking to trade that pick? Now you ain't gonna you ain't gonna be ripping nobody off. Now you ain't gonna just say we dangling to see if we get a haul. I mean, they need to make up their mind. Do they want a guy in this draft? If they don't want a guy, then they probably do need to pick it. But if they have identified their guy, then
I just can't see uh them want to go into a season with Sam Howell as a quarterback. Even though Howell did good, but now you got a new OC, a new offensive coordinator. So I don't know. It's going to be tricky. I think it's going to be the draft is not until April the 25th. I think it's going to be a lot of moves between now and then. A lot of people moving parts
I'm
going to get around.
I'm
But
glad because I thought it was gonna be in May. I'm glad it's in April, so everything is happening each month now. We don't have to wait around because I would have hated it for it being in May. Oh my god. Oh my, it would have been too. It would just been too much going on. But the fact that it's in April, okay, good. Now it's gonna force teams to have to make decisions real quick because you really ain't got much.
yeah,
It's really a few more weeks away. You got 3 more weeks in this month, and now when April get here, things gonna really start going and pick up extra gear.
yeah, some people, some teams have got to make up their mind. And just like what Justin Fields did when he unfriended the Bears and the NFL, he was basically, it wasn't him saying he leaving. It was him saying he tired of everything going on. Y'all tell me what y'all gonna do, and then I'm okay. If you go, I don't want to keep hearing about a trade every week, or you keeping me every week, or this and that. He like, hey, go on, do what you're gonna do. I'm fine either way. So, and then 1 week, Atlanta got the momentum to get him. Then next week is another team. Then next week is another team. Then is
Right. They
another
said
one.
the Falcons were the team to get them at the beginning of the week. Then by the end of the week, they say we cooled off of them. We looking at Kirk Cousins. And I don't
Oh
believe that
Lord.
Kirk Cousins knows for nothing in the world. You have to think I believe Arthur Blank gonna tell them got put everything in a quarterback coming off an Achilles injury. Falcons will be complete dummies. So I know that's a lie right there. So now I know we trying to trade up because I don't believe that Kirk Cousins nonsense for nothing in the world. I know the Falcons trying to trade up. They just a lot of this smoke. They just letting this smoke blow. But Washington and New England trying to get out them picks. I promise you, the Falcons will go up.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be probably more than likely. I know we'll be revisiting the Falcons, not the Falcons. Wait, the Caleb Williams situation and the Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, all of them in the next few weeks. We'll be having something new every week. But
I'm sure we will.
speaking of quarterbacks, speaking of quarterbacks, ladies and gentlemen, over the last few days, there was a fight with Cam Newton and some of his old coaches. I don't know if they said friends, but people associated with his league and everything. And uh, Cam kind of had some things to say. They had some things to say, and it got a little messy. But
Ah,
Red, uh,
whew.
give me your opinion of was Cam in right for doing what he doing, or had to defend himself, or what's the thing with Cam?
Oh, I mean, yeah, he right now. You got to defend yourself if somebody walking up on you now. So I'm not opposed to that at all. Uh, Honestly, coach, it just seemed like this was a lot of trash talking at a football camp between a lot of adults, a lot of immature adults gone wrong. You got Cam out there trash talking the coaches from another team, goes going back and forth. The guys used to work with Cam. All of them used to be affiliated. Now they aren't affiliated anymore. Uh, Cam team getting beat by these coaches, so he talking trash, and the coaches they feel like they got the victory, so they talking trash back. Then coach say coach walking up on Cam, and it's already animosity. So you know if it's animosity, you walking up on the guy. Cam don't know what you gonna do, man. It just got out of control. I mean, and it's sad that all these grown men you out here coaching these young kids, and they seeing these grown men acting like this. And at first, I thought it was the kids that they made it seem like it was the kids that were beating up on Cam, but and I wouldn't have been surprised if Cam was able to kids. But the fact these grown men got hemmed up by Cam, Lord have mercy, you guys should be embarrassed. And then going on radio shows talking about it. What you talking about it for? You got beat up, man. You got beat down by Cam. I don't want to hear nothing you guys that lost the fight are talking. You ain't gonna make Cam look bad by going on a radio show saying he was talking trash. Well, he was talking trash and hurt your feelings. So you got mad and wanted to fight. Well, you lost the fight. So okay, all y'all coaches really should have just kept it quiet this week. Let Cam explain the situation. Y'all kind of keep it low key and disappear because y'all already don't got embarrassed. I mean, Cam pretty much hemmed all y'all up. Had one guy in the headlock, had another guy jacked up. I mean, please, ain't no radio appearance gonna make us forget that. So I appreciate everybody trying to explain the situation, but we all have eyes, and we saw Cam pretty much. Whoever was upset with Cam or whoever tried to fight Cam got hemmed up, got beat down, and got handled. And then all we heard was a lot of talking afterwards. But we saw Cam handle y'all. And whether it was Cam antagonizing y'all or y'all antagonizing Cam, it was Cam talking trash to y'all and y'all talking trash back to Cam. Whatever it was, we know who handled it in the end. We know who won the fight and who got the biggest right now. So sorry, fellas. Talk on the radio all you want to, but Cam won this round.
Yeah, I mean, obviously those two coaches or three coaches, whoever they were, forgot to read the scouting report. The scouting report said Cam Newton is 6'6", 250 pounds. He ain't no little quarterback. He ain't no little dude. Cam is a big dude. And you all trying to come at him and do anything to him, that was the first mistake right there. That was your first one. The second one was trying to, whoever was the first dude that Cam grabbed and threw off that stage or threw away or whatever, your partner saw that. You look bad, dog. You look real bad flying through there trying to grab Cam Newton. And, at first, like you said, they tried to make it like, oh, Lord, Cam in the news again for doing something. What he done now? But again, ain't no grown man, and I know that's bad English, ain't no grown man going to let you just run up on them and try to fight them and grab you and throw punches. Nobody. No grown man going to let that happen. So Cam had to defend himself, and in the process of defending himself, it was like one of them WWE handicap matches, a 3-on-1. And they were the handicap because they got beat, and they didn't just get beat bad. They got beat down, and Cam was standing tall. You lost the fight when you can't knock a man's hat off his head. His hat stayed on his head the whole time. That big crazy hat he wear, and he was winning the fight. So when you can't knock his hat off his head, you ain't doing nothing. So you try to make Cam look bad. Cam made y'all look bad, just like Ray said. Coming on the radio and trying to speak about this or that, whatever. You should have stayed on the radio. You took your loss already. And so I tried to talk about, we did this and we did, whatever. You lost. Time to go. Like I said, take your beating like a man and go on about your business. So hopefully everybody else saw the scouting report and saw that Cam is not a little dude, and you ain't just about to grab him and just try to throw him around because he ain't gonna just take no L.
Nope.
All right, let me see. Let me go to the nation. I forgot to go to the nation real quick. Winston Thornton, what's on? What's going on, Winston? How's it going? From the eye test, he said, smash that like button. And the prayers say Cam's mouth is gonna catch him the right one. Well, Mr. President, I don't know who the right one. Who is the right one? It might, but so far, I ain't seen nobody be able to take Cam down. They must gonna sneak him from behind or spray some in his eyes or throw some salt in his eyes like wrestling and get him, because that's the only way that they seem to be able to get him, because straight up, Cam not losing too many fights. And, for his sake, I hope that he can, he can get back, because like I said, they tried to make it like he was the man at fault. Hopefully he can get out of this and move on and just basically start doing his podcast again and living his life and going on whatever. All right. Okay, Red, I don't know if you can believe this. Let me find it real quick. It's halftime. It's halftime already in this very abbreviated and quick moving show. But, this goes to the fact that we don't have football to discuss, a lot of football to discuss, and a lot of things. So we're gonna be very abbreviated. And just like that fight was, it's gonna be very abbreviated and
keep quick today, bro.
But hey,
a lot of NCAA basketball games on. March Madness about to begin. Yeah, you the Hawks player of the day. So hey, things happening, y'all. We're moving quickly.
So we're gonna go into halftime, and when we come back, of course, we're gonna do our 5 for 5. So y'all just hang with us. Those that are not here,
come on here, y'all. You might miss the show today if you don't hurry up and come on.
All right, it's halftime. We'll be right back. We are back. We are back on the Red and Rail Sports Show here in this abbreviated show. We are moving on. Coming up, we have our Braves report, and we also have our 5 for 5, our usual show. We take 5 topics and discuss. Today is be both of us discussing today. But right now, it's time for the Braves report.
Red. Okay. Had to keep my shop kind of close by in case Lily Gladstone watching. I told you she arguing. She don't want to come in for my braids. Now just Lily, focus on winning your Oscar for Killers of the Flower Moon. And that's if you gonna win. I hope you do. I'm pulling for you. But can you stay out of sports? They get one Oscar nomination, think you can start talking trash about sports teams, girl. If you don't shut up, anyway. I love you, Lily, though, but don't be coming for my braids now. But anyway, let's see. Braves report. Well, another week of spring training. We getting ready. I think Chris Sale had his debut this week. 2 innings, 4 Ks. I hope you're ready, Chris, because technically, no matter what folks say, your health and your performance is really the key to another run. Because I know what we're gonna get from Max. I know what we're gonna get from Spencer. I know what I'm gonna get from Charlie. You give us anything worthy. And I promise you, it's over with. I mean, that's 4 good pitchers plus our offense. You give us 4 solid pitchers plus our offense, it's gonna be over with. It's really gonna be over with. Now, Ron Acuna had a little knee soreness this week. I am a little concerned because that's the same knee that he had the ACL surgery on. So hopefully, a little rest and that knee will be back to 100%. But kid to watch out for. Michael Harris, another home run in spring this week. That make maybe 2 or 3 already since spring began. I think this is gonna be his year. He might smack 30 home runs this year. That's right, Michael Jr. Harris might be the kid to blow up this year, even though he already won Rookie of the Year 2 years ago, had another solid season last year. This is the year he might make his first All-Star game. And with Acuna, that knee kind of iffy. We're going to need Michael in the outfield to help him out. So, in Jared Clinic, you had better be looking at who you playing with in that locker room, and that better rub off on you, buddy. Because if we don't get at least 20 or 25 home runs for you, you up out of here. We shipping you away after the season. Maybe before the season ends. If you ain't doing nothing before the All-Star break, we might get rid of you. So, hey, man, you ain't a Brave yet. You ain't really became a Brave, like Chipper Jones said. You're not an Atlanta Brave until you help us win a game. So until you help us win a game, Jared, that's right. You don't get comfortable now. Do not get comfortable, Mr. Clinic. Okay. But other than that, we rolling right around. Philly doing their thing, trying to scare us. Ain't nobody worried about Ron Acuna's little brother. Ain't nobody care what y'all doing in Philly because we not worried because we the Braves and y'all not. Okay, so anyway, everything looking all right. We just ready for the season again and get this journey for the third ring. Ready to begin. So go Braves, chop on, and we ready for the season to begin. Nobody get hurt in the spring training. Just get ready, get your juices flowing, get back in your rhythm. So when that season start against the Phillies, coincidentally, March 28th, we better be ready, baby. Because I want to knock them guys out. I want to start the season by showing them who we are. I want to put them down for the count. By All-Star break, I want Phillies already eliminated. So anyway, all right, go Braves. I ain't going to get too excited because it's still spring training. But go Braves. I'm ready. Coach, any thoughts?
Well, like I said, your main thing, I know everybody's looking at Acuna. It's a knee injury. And you know how those knees are. You got to have them. But they saying it's not a big deal. But hopefully he can overcome, you know, and get back to that MVP. He's going to be in the mix as always, as long as he's healthy for the MVP because he's just that good a talent. And Double A, it's never too late to get him signed for the next 5 or 6 years. So if you need to go and do it now or whenever the timetable presents itself, you need to do it because he comes out of the box and has a 50 home run, 100 RBI season. He gonna let you know you need to come on with a contract. He gonna let you know himself. He ain't gonna do any talking. He's just gonna let his numbers talk. And if you let him go, Atlanta, you can't come to any game, Double A, because Atlanta folks are gonna be looking for you. They're gonna want to do something bad to you if you let him get out of town. So you better come up with something.
That might be the end of his tenure. If you let Ron Acuna go and he still got prime years left, well, we're gonna roll down. I might be done with Alex because you can play around with everybody else, but this is the guy. This is the man. Now, as long as this knee soreness don't kill nothing, if he come back and have like solid seasons next 2 or 3 years going, dude, you got to sign this guy. You have to sign him, or else, yeah, you're right. It's gonna be on you, Alex. We're not gonna blame Acuna because he can see his camp coming out saying the right things now. So we already know. Yeah, I want to be a Brave. I want to be a Brave for life. So he pretty much putting the ball in the Braves court. And you know, the Braves, y'all know good and well that $100 million ain't gonna be enough for him. So
Yeah, you have to pull out that money because if you don't, well, and like I say, he can't go nowhere else because, man, that's gonna
you
be a
got to give
problem.
him more than you gave Austin Riley. And Austin Riley got what 212 or something. So
Yeah,
that's definitely got to be more than that. So pray whatever you doing, it better be at least 250 or more. I mean, if you give him 250, he might take that.
yeah. I mean,
But
but you don't want to lowball him. You ain't gonna be able to lowball him.
uh,
Not after a back to the seasons he putting up. You can't lowball him. So I don't know what you're gonna do, but double eight, the ball gonna be in your court, sir. So you got to do whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's not even 12 o'clock, but we rolling. So now it's time for our 5 for 5 already. Where we take 5 topics, we discuss, and today I don't know. We don't have a time limit today, so we just gonna
no, you gonna have to chime in today. So,
yeah
but
we
I'll
gonna
be
work
quick.
that with. Now nobody had to be quick today because it's only us two, so we got plenty of time to talk. So we'll have the topics and we'll discuss. The music is about to start. All right. Read the first. I'll give you the first topic in a few minutes. All right, the first topic. Go, Caitlin Clark's decision. What's your opinion on Caitlin Clark going to the WNBA?
I think it was anticipated. I mean, back to back great years coming out of college. I mean, all time women's points leader. I mean, what more does Caitlin have to prove in the college game? Uh, Something telling me she really wanted to be a member of the Indiana Fever, because I think she had another year eligibility left. So had the team she not wanted to play for not been at the top, she could have came back. But maybe I think, and she from Indiana, right? Or is she from Iowa?
Iowa, I believe. She's from Iowa.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not sure. I'm not. I got to
Well,
check.
okay, well, the fact is, she obviously telling Indiana that I want to be a part of your franchise and I want to come and help you guys because she knows she's gonna be the #1 pick and she knows what she's going. So, I'm not sure if the Indiana Fever had any good backing behind them, but with Caitlin Clark coming, they about to come up. So, Indiana Fever, get ready. It's gonna be a team on the rise with Caitlin Clark coming.
Yeah, you look at her and teaming her with Aaliyah Boston, who was a rookie of the year last year in the NBA. I mean
Oh,
WNBA.
that what she played?
That
Indiana?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh man. Woo! Them
That
two girls playing
that
together.
that could be a dangerous combination coming up. Now, of course, if it's not gonna translate to no WNBA championship right off, but they setting some building blocks because Indiana get another shooter, and then you got Boston inside, and you got a couple other pieces in there to be able to play. Indiana could make a playoff, begin the playoffs, and maybe shock a team or two. Who knows? But Clark, uh, I don't. I want to see her. She's trying to break Pete Maravich's record, and people talk about her breaking Pete Maravich's record. My thing is, and I ain't casting nothing against Caitlin Clark. I like her. I think she's a good ball player. But two things about Pete Maravich: one, they didn't have a shot clock back then, and number two, Pete Maravich didn't have a 3-point line to shoot with. If Pete Maravich had a 3-point line, good gracious, he averaged 44 without it. Just imagine if he had a 3-point line back then to play. But again, Caitlin's about to break the record. I think she's like a few points away. So I think she's gonna be ready for the WNBA. I thought she was coming back another year, but she said no. I've done all I can. and she gonna see how far she can take an hour this year. But so we'll see how it goes. All right. Next topic. Monty Williams had a issue with the referees against the New York Knicks when they played on a somewhat questionable call. They said that it was wait a minute, I forgot about the nation out there. Uh Jabri Harper was going on. Jabri, he's here today, so glad you joined us. But Monty Williams was questioning the missed call after DiVincenzo dove into one of his players to get a ball, and of course the New York Knicks went on to win the game because of that call. Because they got the pass in, and they made a layup, and the snake bit Detroit Pistons continue this season. Red, was Monty Williams right or wrong?
Uh, both, really. He was right about the call. Yeah, money. Yeah, you were right. Uh, you shouldn't have been diving into the guy legs like that. You deserve to get the foul call. The refs was wrong, and they even admitted they were wrong after the game. But money, you were wrong for thinking that they care. Money, this is what you signed up for, man. Now you wanted to be the highest paid coach in the NBA. So okay, you are. But you coaching the Detroit Pistons, man. And not only that, you got eight. Well, I think you won the other night. You 9-49. And on top of that, it was a period in the season where you lost almost 30 games in a row. You think the refs don't know that? You think that's a secret to everybody? Money. You are literally the worst team in the NBA, with the exception of the Wizards and maybe the Grizzlies because they missing Morant. And there's maybe one more team I can't think of. But dude, you are literally the worst team in the NBA. You think the refs gonna be going out their way to give y'all guys every little call when they know the Knicks are a much better team and they fighting for something? They fighting much harder. They playing much harder. They actually playing for something. Who in the world worried about a team that ain't won 10 games and we in almost in March? We are in March now, but back then we was in February after the All-Star break, and your team still ain't won 10 games, and you think the refs care about you? Money. You obviously are not a self-aware guy, man. Dude, realize that you left the Phoenix Suns to go coach the Detroit Pistons. I mean, why? I have no idea. I'm sure there are other teams you could have coached, other teams that had many more winning aspirations, but you chose the Pistons. So you chose them. Now deal with it. like Quentin Tarantino said in Pulp Fiction, coach, you effing chose them. Now you effing deal with it, money.
Yeah, Monty is dealing with hard times. I mean, it not like it wasn't expected. Detroit is one of the youngest teams. You gonna take some lumps, but like you said, you knew that when you signed that contract for all that money, that you were gonna be catching a lot of grief. You catching it, and now you got to deal with it. You basically trying to get through the season. That's I mean that's all the motivation you got right now. You know the Wizards are trying to put you on notice that they gonna be the worst team in the NBA because they playing terrible. I mean, but so Monty, just keep your head up and just try to finish the season, and do realize that you as a team where you are, calls are not gonna be good for you. You're not gonna get
Oh,
any calls. So, you just gotta play through it and hope your guys, this is gonna be a learning year for y'all. Detroit get better next year, possibly. But right now,
hope
it,
so for his sake.
it's ugly. And it's gonna get uglier as it goes on. So
All right, next topic. Richard Sherman's arrest. Well, Richard Sherman got another DUI over the weekend. And he was absent from undisputed all week long. And my thoughts on that is Sherman, Sherman, Sherman. Coach, you back? You still there? Coach, Coach, yeah. Can you hear me? Okay,
I
coach dealing with some technical issues. Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, Richard Sherman got arrested. And like I said, he was off undisputed all week. And all I got to say that is, boy, Richard Sherman, you sure be talking a lot of mess on undisputed. For you to be having incidences like this, I mean, you be trying to run Skip Bayless through the coals when he had make one little comment that you disagree with. Well, if you're gonna be doing stuff like that, man, you need to handle your personal life a little better. I mean, this is your second DUI, and you was already on probation from the incident that happened last year when you got a D. Well, I think you wrecked the car. The cops went around to give you a DUI, but then you proceeded to go to your in-laws' house, banging on the door, acting like a nutcase, causing all type of trouble. So this is your second legal issue within a year, man. Richard, what? Things not looking good for your post career, man. Because you get in more trouble after playing than you were doing playing. But I guess undisputed got to make some decisions. But personally, eventually, I think they probably gonna let you go, and you need to figure out some things and get your stuff together because two DUIs within a year is not good.
well, I guess I'm too old school. My thing with Richard Williams, I mean not Richard Williams, Richard Sherman is, dude, you got good money, you make good money, you save good money. What's wrong with drinking at your house? Just sitting at your house, watching TV, getting your sip of whatever you're gonna sip. Why would you go out after drinking whatever you're gonna drink? I mean, you drink, that's your personal thing, but Richard, what would have happened if you had gone out and hit somebody or something like that? I mean, what do you guys be thinking about? You got plenty of money. You can sit at the house and get you a good beverage and watch TV or whatever. If you want to have a party, call some friends over.
All night long. Yeah, I mean, you can afford to buy the damn. I mean, you can afford to buy the whole uh the drinking place. Camp Creek World of Beverage. You can go ahead and get every drink you want. Go home, have a good time. Call a couple of friends over, call a girl over, have you a good time. Ain't gonna be no DUIs nowhere around. Or you can go out and get as drunk as you want. And how about you call an Uber or a ride share? And you can
Yeah.
still get as drunk as you want, and they can take you home, and you can stumble, wallow all into that. What you think these white guys do? You think white guys that with money don't go out and get plastered drunk? But they smart enough, they call them a ride share, and they go home and wallow into the house all out. No, they ain't drink. I ain't saying, I ain't gonna make it like it's a racial thing. It's lots of guys, whether they white, black, Mexican, Asian, plenty of men go out and get plastered drunk and call them a ride share and go home and pass out. And they do this quite often. So why we got other guys out here, especially athletes, black athletes who feel like they Superman, they are beneath, being inebriated. What makes them feel like they can drive? I have no idea. Just like you say, if you hit somebody get hurt. Now, Richard Sherman, you ain't gonna be getting smart with nobody on no talk show no more. If anything, any folks gonna be getting smart with you, and they're gonna be able to get smart with you the rest of your life because you don't hit somebody or kill somebody driving drunk. So, man, you better figure your life out, man, because this is not what you want to be having happen to you in your post playing career. You're a potential Hall of Fame player. You don't want to be inducted into the Hall of Fame and you got to go up on that stage in shame because you've been just doing stuff you ain't supposed to been doing since your playing days over with. You want to go up on that stage with your head held high. If anything, they might hold you back from getting in there right away with all these incidents.
Yeah, I mean, it's just stupid. That's all it is. You a grown man. They can't nobody tell you what to do. But I know you got common sense. Well, I thought you had common sense. But for you to get up in there and do what you're doing, that's just ridiculous. So Richard, I hope they can get you out, and not get you out of it. You can get through this and realize that I'm about to lose a lot by drinking. You know, if you had to give up drinking, well, you got to do that. And now, if you just don't care, then go ahead, drink all you want. If you don't care, do what you do, and everybody gonna treat you like they treat you. They gonna realize that you can't be on TV or nothing. All right, moving on. Eric Bieniemy. Oh Lord, the former Kansas City the offensive coordinator who is gone since those KC days of winning. Look like he's backsliding. He went to Washington 1 year. Washington didn't win any more games. They didn't improve, and they were like, "Okay, that's it." And now you at UCLA with the college ranks. I guess you can revitalize your career. Red is the enemy. Did he make a good choice? Yes or no?
No, he made an awful choice. I would have never left Kansas City unless I had something of substantial, another ticket waiting on me, and you left Kansas City to go be another offense coordinator with the Commanders, who were not in the most stable position when you got there. Ron Riviera was pretty much on his last legs. Ownership was changing. This was not a stable situation. So why you would go put yourself in a situation that was not as stable as the one you left was a big mistake here. Man. You've been making mistakes for the longest time now, man. You've been making mistakes in your auditions for these head coach jobs. And obviously you gonna made a mistake leaving Canada. I don't know why anybody would leave Patrick Mahomes. If I'm leaving Patrick Mahomes, I'm leaving for a head coach job. Or else I'm staying right where I am because unless I'm running the show, ain't no assistant job gonna be better than coaching Patrick Mahomes. So I think Eric Bieniemy just been making bad call after bad call for a few years now. I wish him luck at UCLA, but everybody knows he possibly deserves to have a shot in the NFL, and I hope he gets the opportunity to get back in the NFL. But man, some of these decisions he's making these days, I just don't know, coach. But I wish him well at UCLA. I mean, I hope UCLA's offense stays or at least, stays where it's at or gets better. I don't want it to go in the tank and then now he loses UCLA job. If you don't improve UCLA offense and they look bad, man, you might not get back in the NFL. You're gonna be going down from there. Now you're gonna be looking at HBCU schools or Division 2 and Division 3. And man, how you go from winning Super Bowls to this position? But I wish him luck, but I think he deserves it.
Yeah. Um, Again, leaving Patrick Mahomes is almost like leaving, I don't know, Halle Berry or something. I mean, you leave him to go to something else. I don't know what happened, but you were pretty much, and I agree, he pretty much was probably going to be the next Kansas City coach when Big Red retires. Reed not going to coach much longer. He already know it, but he could have stayed there. And like you said, unless it's a head coaching position, that was not smart at all. It should have been a head coaching position, sir. You going to Washington was a step down because Washington is not that good a team as they've shown over the past few years. They're not that good. And you could have you another Super Bowl ring here with Kansas City. But I think inside his head, he let the whispers get to him about some folks saying, he ain't doing nothing. Andy Reid doing the work. And let him talk.
Yeah.
Let him know. You making money. You doing good. Patrick Mahomes trusted you. It ain't like he didn't trust you. So now you in college, and like you said, will he get back to the pros? That's gonna be a good question. I don't know if he be able to. Well, it's unlikely. Excuse me, that he gonna get a head coaching job. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Had you stayed in Kansas City, you could have been got Todd Bowles treatment. You see, Todd Bowles, the head man in Tampa, he got that right. I just sit behind Bruce Arians.
Yeah, and so enemy. I hope he's satisfied, and I hope you can get back to the pros if that's what you want to do. But then again, you might get to UCLA and y'all might win and like it. But you do realize that y'all in the Big Ten this year, and it ain't gonna be easy. You got some teams gonna be coming at you, so they expect you to put up some points. And if you can't put up no points, then it's gonna be easy for them to let you go and say, "Have a nice year, out the door." and go find something else. All right. Last 5 for 5. Miko Hardeman. Oh Lord, Miko. I don't know what to say on your back. I can't speak for you, but right now your situation is very difficult to understand. Allegedly, Hardeman leaked out some information, game plans from the Jets to another team, I think the Chiefs or whoever it was. So now he's in hot water. And all that goodwill you built up catching the touchdown pass in the Super Bowl to win the game, now you're being looked at differently. So, Red, what's up with Nicole Hardeman?
Well, there were reports saying that he leaked information when he was playing with the Jets, that he leaked it to the Chiefs and that's the other thing they say. But anyway, just reports coming out saying that he leaked the information to those guys. And then I'm glad he came out and issued a statement last night saying he didn't do that, he would never do that, and the information is false. And you had to say that, man, because you were looking real bad. I mean, you had Louis Riddick coming down on you, you had Damian Woody coming down on you. Well, Stephen A. Smith gonna come down on you, but dude, you had everybody coming down on you. This is not a good look for a former UGA player, for a 3-time Super Bowl champion. Boy, I mean, so this is gonna be a bad. I mean, for you to have all these accolades and be looked at with such disdain and disrespect would have been so bad. I hope it's not true, but I'm glad you're trying to get in front of it. Boy, you better do everything you can to prove to people, to make people think that you would never do this, and this ain't true, and like I say, this did not happen because, like I say, you man, this is a scarlet level. This might be a scarlet level. This might be worse than some DUIs, man. Because what? When you football, when your teammates lose respect for you, when nobody can trust you in the locker room, that is a definite scarlet letter for you, man. Now, I know folks get in trouble and have personal issues off the field, but that's one thing. Having an issue inside the locker room with your teammates and your coaches, that's a complete different things. So, and to me, that's worse than having an issue off the field. Because if it's off the field, okay, you made a mistake, you got to deal with that. You didn't disrespect your teammate. They ain't losing respect for you as a player. But here, when people are losing respect for you as a football player and as an athlete, and that is oh, just not gonna survive in the NFL like that, man.
Yeah, and I agree with Stephen A. when he said, Nicole, you need to come out now and say something. You don't need to let it wait and then try to let the days go by because your reputation is right now it's going down the drain. And just like you said, Red, nobody can trust you in a locker room if you're gonna do that. And here's the bottom line: do you think the Chiefs needed information to beat the Jets? Come on now, Nicole. If you did it, you think the Chiefs needed any inside information to beat the Jets? No. And like somebody said, I think it was Damian Woody. He said you could be setting your teammates, somebody up to get hit pretty hard if they know what's coming. If they know the play that's being run, you be setting somebody up to get hurt. But I think he need to make a statement, like they say, he need to make a statement soon and say this is incorrect. I did nothing. I don't know where they got this rumor from because the rumor is gonna get bigger and bigger. It's growing as we speak because right now, go ahead.
Well, I he did issue a statement, but
Oh, it is
I'm with you.
okay.
He said he didn't do it. He would never do it. But you need to come out on TV. You need to have a press conference or something. Like make sure that you make it clear that this did not happen. I did not do this. I mean, you may need to look folks in the eye. That's why I say you may need to have a press conference. Take off your glasses, look folks in the eye, and make sure they understand this is not me. I wouldn't do this. I would never do this. This is not in my character. I would never disrespect my teammates like that. I would never disrespect my brothers like that. I would never put any one of my guys in harm's way. That is the message that needs to be expressed, and that what needs to be clear to everybody that's involved with this situation. Because if you don't do it like that, Miko, you still gonna have question marks out there about yourself. You might have a few question marks anyway, but if you get out here and make declaration, an emotional declaration, look the cameras, look all your brothers in the eye from the cameras and speak. I think it might be as good as it's gonna get. There you go, Vincent D on your favorite movie. It might be as good as it's gonna get, but at least it's gonna get you somewhere, whether not saying something. I mean, I understand you issued a statement, but you need to speak in front of the cameras on this, Nicole, because this is a very, use the language, this is a very damning accusation right here. Coach, you freeze up on me? You still there? Okay, y'all. I think Coach is freezing up on me, but I'll keep talking. Maybe he'll come back. But yeah, this Nico situation is very damning. Vincent, I see you making comments. Let me see. D'Angelo Russell is sipping his tea right. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Because, man, I think we don't forgot about the D'Angelo Russell little secrets he was letting out. Yeah, I mean, he passed that. We more mad at D'Angelo Russell for coming up short in that Denver series last year. So D'Angelo kept it quiet. You didn't nothing else happen. So you might be a little past that who was that? That Nick, that Swaggy P. Yeah, dropping the ball on Swaggy P. So he might be a little past that bench. I'm glad he getting past that because that was crazy too. Let's see what you say. Hardeman and his agent get in front. Yeah, I'm with you. They need to have a press
All
conference
right,
for
the
this right
nation. Let
here.
me see what they say. Uh,
I was talking, Coach, till
I'm
you
here.
came back.
Let's
I was
see.
giving that hamster a little chance to get back in motion.
Wait, something's going
Okay.
wrong.
I'm reading the comment. Vince say Hardman's about to come with Pariah. Yeah, he about to become a Pariah. He needs a press conference, not a text message, not issuing a statement. We need a press conference coming out here. So man, Coach got knocked off. Hopefully he'll come back. But we almost done. I think I can carry it to the end. If you don't make it back. But yeah, Miko Hardman, this is not a good look, buddy. And it's upsetting for me because you went to UGA. You know what I'm saying? You went to UG, you one of my UGA brothers, and you just won a Super Bowl with Kansas City. So it's not looking good for you at all, Miko. You got to get in front of this man. Set, you got to set the. I mean, you have got to make the message clear. You got to set things right. Let me see what you say, Vince. Roscoe didn't use weed. Hey man, Roscoe been working pretty much the whole show, man. He gave us a good hour. So hey, I ain't gonna be on Roscoe today. It was gonna be a short show anyway, mainly because of Roscoe. We ain't gonna go there. But hey, we making it. Hopefully, coach will come back before I get to you have the right. But it's it's embarrassing. Yeah, you're right. It's embarrassing as a professional. Yeah, it's embarrassing, and I'm surprised this didn't get leaked during Super Bowl. He lucky he got through Super Bowl week without this coming out because he may have had to sit out the Super Bowl and he wouldn't have been present to make the game winning catch. So yeah, because you have got to get in front of this man because obviously there's a lot of people that think this is true. You got South Gardner that think this is true. You got a lot of folks in the Jets locker room that believe it. So obviously, your personality didn't come over too well to where your brothers in New York already believe in this. Okay, so whatever you got to do, man, you got to make this right with folks. And that's even if you can make it right. But you have got to make this right. You have got to attempt to do whatever you can to make this right, Nicole, or you're gonna be out the lead. Come on back, coach. Is Roscoe working? I feel him. Is coach coming back? Ah, dang it, not Roscoe. Oh, there we go. Coach, you back? Is it? Nice. I see him, y'all. You back, Coach? You back? Did you make it? You made it?
I guess so.
A little bit.
I don't know.
All right, well, we still talking about
All
Miko.
right.
Yeah, I got Vince with me, so Anybody else out there in the on Rev Night Nation got any
The
more
B.
opinions? Yeah, VP
I
he
guess
he
so.
helping out. Anybody else in Real Night Nation got any more opinions about Miko before we move
Yeah.
on to you have the right?
The VP said Harlem is the epitome of low class.
Coach, you going in and out. Yeah, Hardeman's the
He said
epitome of low.
D'Angelo.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Go back. D'Angelo Russell.
Go ahead, Vince. I got you. I got you, Vince. This generation troubles me. They're soft, too quick to be in their feelings. They aren't the kind. You're right, exactly, man. Because you never ever would have heard about a player back. Man, you would have heard about a player back in the day, the '80s, the '90s, the early. None of them players would have ever done nothing like
All
this.
right, Red.
Whether
Can you
you
hear
got,
me?
I can hear you a little bit, Coach.
Red.
Uh, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you a little bit. Are you back? You back with us, Coach? You back? Okay. Anyway, let me talk to you, Vince. You never would have heard of a player doing something like this back in the day, even no matter how bad it was in the locker room, no matter if he got released in a bad type of way. I mean,
Okay.
giving up the game plan to another team, he would have never got hired again.
I guess I'm back.
Okay, we hear you. I hear you now. I'm just talking. Me and Vince are still talking about this B Cole thing.
Yeah.
You never would have heard of a player back in the day. It's like players these days are doing things that you never would have heard of players doing back in the day. It's like they too friendly with each other, not enough rivalry. They get upset, they get in their feelings, they start talking, all this social media stuff. I got to run my mouth. I got to talk to somebody. I got to dude. You guys are just the biggest bunch of softies. And I want to use another word. I want to use y'all probably if you can figure out the word I want to use. But these guys are a bunch of little softy, a little some little cats running around. It's all they are. A lot of these athletes these days ain't nothing but a bunch of little kitty cats running around. And I want to use another word for kitty cats. So use the process of elimination to figure out what word I want to say. But these guys are a bunch of little kitties running around these days. And I wish we had more real guys with more guts, with more heart. What you say, Vince? Grown men having social media beef. This generation sucks. It sucks as far as heart, courage, toughness, wisdom, all of it. Man, look, you athletes have got to get more tougher. Like the man said, like the man said in Goodfellas, man, we gotta toughen these kids up. I mean, good Lord, one little sight of a little blood and it's, oh my God, man, get out of here. We got folks supposed to be looking up to you guys. How we looking up to you guys and you crying more than regular men these days? Sorry, Vincent is right. All these sports pundits are right. This generation of athletes is just soft as bubble gum. Nothing but a bunch of candy apples out there. Yes, right. I said it. What you gonna do about it? All you guys is soft, man. NFL, NBA, and baseball, even the boxers soft these days. Man, even the boxers, they ain't as hardcore like the boxers we used to have back in the day. These guys too friendly, going to each other boxing matches, saying, "Good job, buddy. I can't wait to fight you." Man, tell you like, get your butt out of here. I'm gonna beat your butt when I fight you. Don't come to my match. I hate you. I can't stand you. You are mine. We want those days back. And all this, you my friend. Give me a hug. Man, get out of here with all that. We want the hardcore days of sports back. That's right. Glad bringing it up, Vincent. That's right. I'm sick of it. All of us sick of it. We want hardcore sports back. Coach, are you back with me, baby?
I don't know if I'm back with hardcore sports.
Okay. I'm just saying, me and Vincent, man, we sick of all these athletes. Man, what happened to the rivalry days, man? It's too much friendships going on. Too many. You text me, I text you. Okay, I call you. Yeah, big dog. Man, get out of here with all that. Get out. Don't talk to me before the game. You ain't my friend. I want to destroy you. I want to rip your heart out, and I want to close your heart in my hand. Do you have a? That's what we want. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to pump us up a little bit, but
Yeah.
that's what we want. It's just too friendly these days. You had the
Well,
right. I want the right. I want hardcore sports. Man, I was just saying. Go ahead, coach.
you
Anything you
you
got to say about this?
you were going when you had the right. They got the right to stop hugging each other and everything, and stop being so nice and get these. See, they need the old Celtics Lakers rivalry back. They used to try to hurt each other. The Pistons and all those guys. Them guys
Yeah.
didn't have no love for you. They shook your hand out of the game, but that was about it. I'm gonna shake your hand because I got to. Other than that, bye. Get out of my face. I'm trying to
Get out
win
my
something.
arena. Get out the gym. And we can't wait to see you again so we can beat you down again. That's what
Yeah.
I like. I like, all right, hardcore rivalry. Falcons, Saints, 49ers, Cowboys. Coach, who on your team? Steelers, right? They say Steelers, Ravens. Look at that.
Well,
They don't like each other. Ain't no hugging
that's what.
and kissing with them. Get off me, boy. Lamar Jackson can't stand Mike Tomlin. And Mike Tomlin can't stand Coach Harbaugh. I like that. I like real rivalries.
Yeah, they
Anyway.
going back to the Steelers and the Ravens. They never gonna be doing no hugging and shaking hands. They gonna try to hurt each other. They gonna make hits. They gonna try to knock each other sideways and gonna do whatever. And that's what sports need to get back to, where you just got hate for somebody. Not say hate. I ain't gonna say hate. Too strong word, but just I don't like you. I'm trying to beat you, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to beat you. I don't care what you say. You can get mad if you want to. Like the thing on the field when somebody does something. Okay, if you don't like it, stop me. If you can't stop me, hey, I'm gonna keep doing it. So
I agree.
it's crazy. All right. Non-technical difficulties withstanding. I don't know what happened. I see that it was StreamYard, not the internet, that was acting up. That's what was going on. They sent something saying that they were having technical difficulties. Because my internet is fine. It was StreamYard that was going through some things. So hopefully they've
Okay,
corrected.
it wasn't Roscoe this time. It was
Yeah,
Stream
Roscoe's
Yard.
still running. He over there smiling now. I gave him some kibbles. So, all right, Red, who has the right to do what and why?
All right, well, Lakers, you got the right to keep your winning streak going. We got a big game with the Nuggets tonight. Jamal Murray not playing, and even though I wish he was there, I don't care. We got to get some type of win against these boys just to make ourselves feel good if we see them in the playoffs. Lakers, you got to beat the Nuggets tonight. I mean, I can't even remember the last time you got a win versus the Chicken Nuggets. That's what I used to call them, the Chicken Nuggets, because I knew they was always good to give us a game. And now, man, since Jokic is coming to his own, they ain't giving up nothing to us. Even when we leave the game, they'll come back in and pretend like that lead was never there. Man, whew, Jokic, where this guy come from, coach? Where did Dylan get so good? I swear,
Yeah.
how long he been there? He been there. Man, Lord, this guy might be the all-time greatest second-round player of all time. Man,
Yeah.
why can't the Hawks find a player like that? But anyway, Lakers, you got the right to beat Denver. Why they maybe not be at 100%, they keep this winning streak going. We got to take advantage of these teams falling apart in the West. What we're doing, we're looking good right now. Winners of our last two, winners of I think 11 of the last 13. We got to keep it going. This is the time to move up in the stands. This is the time to make the run, Lakers. Let's get this victory tonight and keep this winning streak going.
The VP said this generation has the right to toughen up a bit. We count on you to do better. Hardeman, you also had the right to grow up. I won't hold my breath. Well, I'm hoping that this is all false, but the more I look at it, the worse it seems like. I hope he can overcome this, because if the Chiefs cut him or he get released by the Chiefs, he ain't playing anywhere else. Not after this, I don't think. I think his career just took a nosedive. And
the Chiefs get rid of you. Shoot, they let you know something right there.
Yeah, they got rid of Valdez Scanlon, but that was $12 million off the books. But they got rid of him anyway. So.
Oh yeah, I ain't surprised by that. Yeah, 12. They they gained $12 million in salary cap space, right? Yeah. With
Uh-huh.
all them drops he was dropping, you had no Marquez, you had to know you were gonna get cut, man. You ain't
Well,
bringing you back for no 12 million in your butt. I mean, them catches you made in the playoffs, they probably were praying that you caught them. Like, whoo, thank God, because boy, you sure weren't catching them catches you made in the playoffs were the same ones you were missing in the regular season.
well, at least he got him another Super Bowl ring out of it. So
Yeah,
hey, I guess he said whatever. Y'all cut me, it's fine. I got a ring
yeah,
out of it.
yeah.
So,
He'll be with Pittsburgh. He'll be with Pittsburgh next
no,
year.
no, no, no. We got enough to deal with. We got enough problem. We trying to add some pieces now, which confusing to know. I don't know who they're gonna be quarterback gonna be, but
I
again,
told y'all Arthur Smith loved Kenny Pickett, man. And
well,
they have been pumping him up.
the Steelers need to do, and I talked with Rev about this. The Steelers need to do just like the Green Bay. Kenny Pickett sit and watch, just like Jordan Love did. Look at Jordan Love now. He sat and watched. Let him sit and watch. Get your veteran in there, Russell Wilson, whoever. I don't care. Get
No, no,
you
Russell coming to us.
somebody in there.
He taking Russell.
Okay, whoever it is, it don't matter. Get him in there. Let him watch. And Kenny Pickett learn something. Then after 2 or 3 years,
Y'all get Kirk Cousins.
no. I don't trust his leg. Achilles ain't nothing to play with. They can say what they want, but him coming back and then you're not a mobile quarterback. That's what they're looking at, a mobile quarterback, and he's not that. I'm sorry, Kirk Cousins, Minnesota's calling. You can get it back with them, and then you can do what you need to do with
Yeah, that's what
Minnesota.
I think. Minnesota needs to sign him back. Let him prove that leg is 100%. Why he trying to? I don't agree with that going to another team off of injury anyway. And all
No,
these dumb Falcon idiots in up here. Yeah, bring Kirk. Are you morons? You don't ever bring a quarterback. At least he got to prove himself. Let him prove that knee is 100% before you trying to bring him to your team. And coach. This is stupidity that I got to deal with. These dumb Falcon fans who not using a head. You honestly think bringing Kirk Cousins in off of an Achilles injury is the best route? If you think that, let the man prove himself first. I know we need a quarterback, but I'm sorry. Bringing in a veteran quarterback coming off an Achilles injury, I can see if he actually played the full season last year and they just missed the playoffs, but he still had his numbers. Okay, I can see you thinking about bringing him in, but not when the man off an Achilles injury. Are you crazy? Dumb Falcon
yeah,
fans, man.
yeah, that's you gotta be thinking hard about that one and just saying, hey, Kirk didn't help. And I saw him out there throwing, but you throwing against no pressure. So yeah, you look good doing that, but when that pressure start, then what? Are you gonna be able to move like you used to? No. You got to get better. So that's on him. We'll see if Kirk, my favorite cousin, can do anything. All right, let's see. Jerry said no Kirk Cousins for my Atlanta Falcons. Vincent said, "Foul can't fan. You have the right to stop being delulu. You don't want
Yeah,
you don't want y'all
please.
delulu and go crazy." Uh, so it's going, like I said, over the next few weeks while no football is being played. I know we're gonna have a lot of talk about it as far as trades, signings, free agents, because
Yeah.
some stuff gonna happen. I think it's gonna be a weird year.
Oh yeah, free agents start up in a week or two, so we'll have that talk, and then after that die down, then the draft will pretty much be here before we know it. So like I say, I'm glad the draft is in April instead of May, so we don't have to go through a whole month of April. Just discuss stuff. We know the draft will be here before we know it. Once free agency start, and we in March and go into April, we'll know we're only a few weeks away from the draft. And then after
Yep.
draft, you got mini camp. So, they set the off season up perfectly to keep themselves relevant each month.
No. Well, who was that? It's a lot of running backs out there too. If anybody need a running back, this is your year. All those you got Saquon, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard. You got a bunch of running backs. Anybody need one? Go right ahead. and grab one
They're gonna
and
go.
see what
They're gonna
happens.
go right in that draft and go get them some fresh legs. That's exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah, this is
They
not a running
give me
back.
some
This is not
fresh
a running
legs.
back year though. Not for the
Not
draft. This is not a good running back year. I ain't heard much talk about any of them except for Trey Benson from Florida State and the boy from Washington, Dylan Johnson, and maybe the boy from Michigan, he's out there, but they not talking about me and no first round picks, no running backs.
running
This is
back.
the
I think running backs are done being first round. After who was the last one? Saquon?
yeah
No, Bijan. I think after
yeah
Bijan, that might be the last like first round running back because you will be a fool to invest any first round stock in any running backs anymore because you probably gonna get rid of them in 4 or 5 years. And
yeah
why
because this
invest in a running back if you're gonna take somebody first round or at least top 10? They need to at least be on your team for a significant amount of time to say that they was worth that first round draft pick.
yeah because this
Yeah, being on your team 3 or 4 years, that ain't to me that's not enough to say
yeah
y'all was
this
worth
the
the
year
first round.
for this the year for quarterbacks, wideouts, and line and cornerbacks. Yeah, this that
Cornerback,
kind of year. Yeah, you got some good
you get
cornerbacks out
wide
there.
out pick.
Yeah, I'm waiting on
Yeah, you're right because it's 3 wide outs definitely in the first round that they looking at. Probably more after them.
yeah, you
You got
got
Marvin,
neighbors. Yeah, Marvin
Neighbors,
neighbors, Odunze, uh,
Odunze,
Thomas from LSU as well. And I'm just curious. I'm waiting on after I show it. I'm waiting to see the combine and see how they run and see what they do
yeah,
because they'll be coming up at 1 o'clock.
yeah, today. That's what I'm
Quarterback,
saying. This is a big day for the skill position.
yep,
And
quarterbacks,
I'm trying to
wideouts.
think, do I even need to look at it? Well, I mean, Falcons got 2 good running backs, but they might need a third one. So, and I know we need a second wide receiver, so I might need to look at it for that. And we definitely need a quarterback. Most of the quarterbacks I want ain't working out, so I'll probably keep my eye on it.
Yeah, they were talking about. Somebody asked me if the Steelers have a chance to get if Michael Penix is there in the second round. Will the Steelers get him? I said, why not? I don't see
I
why not.
would.
You
I
got to
would.
skip. They talk about his health, his staying healthy, but I take a chance. He ain't got to go out there and be ready to play right, plug and play right off. So
You got a good left tackle. You got a good right tackle. Y'all be okay with Penix. I would trust y'all with Penix more so than the Falcons.
we want to thank the Georgia Bulldogs for always giving us players. We appreciate it. Y'all just funneling players that Atlanta not even looking at. I don't know why. We want to thank because we're gonna get somebody from Georgia this year too. Is
What that tackle?
the tackle or either one of them? Either gonna be Mims or Van Pran. We looking at Kamara Lassiter at corner in the later rounds. We
Just
looking
finna
at
say, Bullock.
Jalen Bullock, looking at him too. So y'all they keep passing up on him, which I need to do a report, and I don't understand it. I guess people don't understand too why the Falcons don't like Georgia players. They right there. They right there in your face. I mean, they right there looking at you, and you pass them by to get somebody else.
Hey, fans need to read your report too, because I would love somebody to do a report on that because we just let them go to other teams and they have all pro Hall of Fame careers, and the Falcons just sitting here looking like with complete egg on their face, especially if it's a position like it happened last year with Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter sitting right there, and you
Yeah,
let him go for some clown that played at Texas.
yeah, yeah, man. I mean, I just can't get that how you just excuse them like they're not good players. They are good players.
Well, we'll
I
see.
mean,
We'll see what the Tito and radio regime brings. Maybe they look at UGA play. It's a different regime now. That's why I keep saying we got a new regime now. Even though Terry was here with Arthur, but let's see if Terry and Raheem ignore a lot of Georgia players because Hopefully they won't. I want to get Raheem enough common sense to say, UGA is right in your backyard. So I'm gonna see what this regime do. But yeah, every regime prior has been ignoring them. It's been ignoring them. What's up, Harsh? Uh, and I can't understand it. I mean, running backs. I mean, one thing the Falcons should never have be without is good running backs. With all the running backs coming from UGA every year, one thing the Falcons should never be without is edge rushers and defensive studs. As many of them coming out of UGA every year, but that's what we be lacking. But so, hey, it's definitely a documentary I would definitely watch, Coach.
Yeah. What's up? What's going on, Horace? How you doing today? Glad you joined us. We in the closing part of the show, but we talking about the draft and theme and people who might get picked or whatever. It's
Yeah,
I can
coach
see.
pretty much coach is scolding me for all the UGA players, the Falcons who get buys, and I can't even talk no trash because he's right. I mean, we do let a lot of them get by. They go to Pittsburgh, they go to New England, they go to all the teams that's winning these Super Bowl rings. And here we are, no rings, wondering why the Falcons ain't got no rings. Because all the players from Georgia going to all the other teams. Not here.
That and
Even
that and
even
that just
Matthew Stafford, the quarterback, don't got a ring.
right, and that just concerns me that the Falcons just. I mean, you got gifts right here in your backyard, and you don't go after them. You don't get them. I'm like, well, no. What they need to play a game at the Georgia. I mean, at the Mercedes Benz, so you can see them. They play those too. They right there, and y'all, and then they
SEC
just
championship.
skip right on by.
Arthur Blank, dude, you got a free ticket. Arthur Blank got a free ticket to the SEC championship game every year.
And Harris, you're right. They got new scouting since Raheem, so I hope they use that scouting to pick up some ball players. I hope they do that because it's a
Yeah.
shame that they don't. The old regime didn't want them.
Or at least
And it's
just
like,
go get
wow.
SEC players. I mean, they be going. I never understand why we going way and Harsh. You can answer this too. Why we going way over to the West Coast, Montana, Fresno State, all over there in the Pac-12 getting players when we got players right here in the SEC? Dog, the Falcons should never pay for a scout to get on any plane going in the West Coast scouting players. We got all the players you need are right here in the South, right here up under your nose, right here in the SEC. What the world are you going on a plane scouting players on the West Coast for? That's for the teams like the Raiders and the Niners and the West Coast teams. Let them scout them players. Why the Falcons, a Southern team, scout anybody outside the SEC or the ACC? I'll never understand.
Yeah, it's baffling. It is. It's baffling. But like you said, like Horace said, with a new regime, maybe they'll start going after more people that are in the area or in the neighboring states or whatever who are going to be good pros. They're here. I mean, they're there, so you got to go get them. And Horace said Falcon need to hire a UGA recruiter. They need to hire somebody to recruit.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but I
I
mean,
mean,
you would think a
I
smart
think the last,
GM.
and I may be wrong, the last Georgia player is DJ Shock. It's scary. But ladies and gentlemen, for this week. Maybe our co-host will be back next week. We never know. We go from day to day. So we as a scout. Okay, Hard said as a scout. Yeah,
And
that's
I,
how they
I
do it.
agree, Horace. I agree 100%. We Falcon need to have somebody from UGA and Georgia Tech and Georgia State in the scouting department. We can't let nobody who is stud get out the state. Tech, State, and UGA need to have somebody on our staff as a scout.
Let's see. So, yep. All right.
We appreciate it. But like I said, we appreciate Rev Night Nation for joining us on this quick episode 316. We appreciate everybody showing up, even the ones who came in later. Hopefully Rev and Armani are join us for episode 317. But if not, being coachable, the show must go on. We keep the episode flowing. Rev is getting back into his special guest star status. And Armani, well, he probably, I guess, some stuff going on with the Navy right now. We got to keep us all safe, fighting for our freedoms out there. So those guys, where they at. They'll be back. Me and Coach, we keep it going every week. Same back channel, same back place. YouTube and Facebook. Saturdays at 11 a.m. Episode 317 next week. Can't wait. Coach.
All right. We'll see you all next week. Please join us for another episode. We'll have more to talk about. You all have a great day.